What's up, guys? Jason here. Yeah, about to start another week. Tomorrow's Monday. Get to go after it. Um, yeah, I want to talk about just guarding your sobriety, guarding your influence in your life. Um, like, man, we have so many different components of life. We have our work life, we have social life, activity life, hobbies, sporting event interests, whatever. So we're always around different types of people, right? But then we have our inner circle, our friends that we choose, um, the people we hang around with. And I tell you, the power of influence is so much stronger than we can even grasp, than we can even be aware of. Like, we could think like, oh, I'm so strong, I'm not going to let people influence me. Um, but the thing is, man, if we start hanging around with people um, that don't have the same values, that don't have the same outlook on life, it's inevitable that they will have influence on us, and there's some times in life we're going to be around some people that we really don't feel is healthy to be around with, but it's part of life. Sometimes we're around people um, that we need to be around from time to time, right? But what I'm talking about is these people that we have control of, the people we hang with, the people, or the places we go that we probably shouldn't be going to, the people we probably shouldn't be hanging. It's not that we think we're better than these people. It's not that we don't like or love these people, but man, you got to love yourself. You got to do what's right for you. There's a quote that says, you hang around the barbershop long enough, eventually you're going to get a haircut, you know? And so for me, it's like I don't hang around with people that are doing what I used to do. I don't hang around people that are drinking all the time. I don't hang around people that are smoking and doing drugs, Like, it seems like common sense, but also, like, if you're like me, you grew up with this environment. You grew up with these influences. Like, the crowd I hung out with, man, was like the cool crowd, the party crowd, the friends that would just go out, get just wasted, have a good time, and just like not really care or look too far out into the future about life and just live for the moment. And to be honest, it was fun for a while. I'm not gonna lie. Even the Bible says sin is fun for a season, right? But just like seasons, they end, right? And I'm just so thankful that the season of that ended, where it was no longer joyful. It was no longer fun to do these drugs and live this party lifestyle. I was just using whatever drugs to just feel normal, right? Just to avoid withdrawals, just to avoid feeling down. And it's hard. It's hard to break away from things that you're constantly surrounded by. And I know this could be like common sense to a lot of you guys, but some of us, like, we can underestimate the power of influence. We can underestimate how powerful the people we hang with has over us. There's even like statistics about, like, your income is going to be about the average of the 10 people you hang around with the most. Your income's going to be right around the average of all those people, right? And same with the people we hang in. It's not like we think we're any better than anyone else, but it's like we respect and want more for us. And as much as it might hurt, there's some people we gotta cut off, and it's not necessarily we gotta cut them off, but like, we can still love them, but more from a distance, And really, someone that truly does care about you, that truly does respect you, that truly is a friend, they're gonna support you, if you're doing what's right for you, a true friend will support that. There's people in my life, like old friends, guys, that that I love, that I truly love and respect, and some of them are still like living that party lifestyle and drinking, whatever, smoking, partying. And hey, I don't think any less of them. I don't think I'm any better than them. I still love them. But, some of them friends are still real friends, right? And they respect my sobriety, and they look up to me, and they give me like compliments on that, and I really admire that, and I really respect that even though they're not living the same way I'm living, that they can understand where I'm coming from, and not bash me, not make fun of me, but be proud of me, you know? So guys, if there's people in your life that don't want the best for you, you got to really question, like, what is the foundation of those relationships? Do these people really care about me? Or are they just there for other reasons? Is there other motives that they're in your life? Do you have things are they leeches? Are they, there's so many different, are they manipulators? And I can't tell you guys. You guys got to make your own discernment. You got to be your own kind of judge of that. But that's the biggest thing, guys. If you're going to try to let go of things, or even like stay free, say you did get free, like me, I don't drink no more, right? I don't smoke. I don't do any drugs anymore, right? So you're not going to find me going to bars every weekend, hanging out till 2 a.m. with people, man. Like, you're not going to find me there. Like, it doesn't resonate. But here's the thing. If I did start doing that, if I did start going out with friends, staying out till 2 a.m. or whatever, and not drinking, I tell you what, I do that long enough, I'm going to have a drink, right? No matter how certain, no matter how strong I feel about my decision not to do that, if I keep putting myself in those stupid situations, all it takes, guys, because here's the thing, when we're tired, when we're weak, when temptations arise, we're not always feeling the same strength of as usual, right? Like some like I still get temptations, guys. Like that's a normal part of life. Like, and it's not wrong to have temptations. It's not a sin to have temptations. Even Jesus had temptations, but he didn't sin. So if you guys have temptations, don't feel guilty about it. Like that's part of life. Like every day we have temptations of some sort. Like, should I eat this donut? You know what I mean? Should I, eat the pizza for lunch, or should I go with the salad? You know what I mean? It's just certain things, like, we're always having temptations, right? But the thing that I found to notice is when it's late at night, when I'm tired, when I had a busy day from work, or I didn't get enough sleep in the next morning, like, I'm not on my A game, like my mind and my mood isn't firing, it's not operating at my my highest performance. And see, when you're operating in any of those weaker mind states, which is gonna happen, that's life, right? We can overvalue temptations. We can overvalue thoughts and desires that are not healthy. I've really found that to be true. And temptations go, they fade, they don't. Sometimes we get tempted and we feel like it's like we're gonna feel this temptation for the rest of our lives. Like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? I have to give into it, and it's not true. Like, temptations, they waver. They can be here so strong, and then all of a sudden, just go. And an awesome scripture on that is like, God promises us He won't let us be tempted beyond what we can bear, right? But He also, on top of that, says He promises that He'll provide a way out for us. So all we have to do is cling on to that truth. Cling on to, like, all right, God, you say you won't let me be tempted what I can bear. This feels like a lot. And you also say you'll provide a way out for me. So I'm just gonna chill, hang out. Like Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." And you guys, in the word for like "be still" in the Hebrew, like the original text, actually means to let go. And I think really that's where the term like "let go" and "let God" comes from, is because I guess the best thing you can do in those moments of temptations, in those moments where you like feel overwhelmed, like like I feel like I'm gonna give in, I'm gonna fail. Let go. Cling on to that truth. Like, God, you're faithful. You are who you say you are. I'm just gonna let go and show me the way out. I don't want to do this. And I've been under like, especially with my first beginning journey, guys. Like, the temptations were strong. They're like overbearing, and even before I got free from these things, like I'd be like, God, this is too much. This is too much. Like, I have to do it, and then I would give in and do it. And it's like there's a growing, there's a process in these things, and if you're not where you think you should be yet, like, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up too much. Just try. You got to try though, and you'll get it. Like, to be honest, like quitting weed, I wanted to quit weed for like at least 3 years before I finally quit weed. And I did try. Like, I quit for like 10 days, 2 weeks once, but I had such crazy, like, just raging emotions. I was just pissed off, anxiety and like depression, mood swings, couldn't sleep, and it's like, oh my God, I can't handle this. This is too much. And I would give in. I would fail. And like, eventually, after growing more and maturing more, I kind of realized like I wasn't ready yet. Like, you got to be ready. And it's like, how do you get ready if you want to be ready, but you're not ready? I can't answer that. I really don't know. But you got to try, and there's so many things you can do. Is like, list the positives of why you want to quit. List the negatives of what this drug is doing for you. Is it holding you back? What's it taking from you? Focus on the negative things that it's doing, and there might be some positives, but if you're trying to quit it, you should probably flip your perception onto like, looking at it as the enemy, because it really is. These things are not our friend. They're trying to suck life out of us and weigh us down. And yeah, guys, it's just beautiful to finally be in this spot. Like, I'm a year and a half, like, complete sobriety now from every substance, every drug. And it's really just a blessing, guys. It's so awesome. And I'm doing my best to try to share how it is along the journey. As you guys know, I share the good days, I share the bad days. I shared how it was in the beginning of my journey, how it is now, being longer on my sobriety. And the thing is, guys, it's like, really, a year and a half isn't even that long. Like, and I just see, like, as you get into this longer period of sobriety, like, I'm just so much more aware of like massive amounts of growth. And I'm not trying to like boast about it, guys. It's what happens, It's what happens when you let I think of like sobriety as like a flower blossoming out of your life, guys. Like, it's just life, like, blooming and blossoming, and it's just beautiful. And if you go back to that stuff, it's gonna like cut that off. And I don't want to cut anything off. I don't want to cut any growth off. I don't want to cut anything off that I've been progressing in. Like, I want to keep growing in this and keep sharing, keep helping my discoveries along the way, guys. So I know it's another random video. I'm good at making these random videos, but I just want to stay accountable, and I want to just help any way I can, and just kind of share what goes on in my mind. I want to share my perception, the perception of a mind that is a year and a half sober, to the minds of people that want to be sober, or the people that are just new on their sober journey, or even the people that are been sober for a long time, just to encourage them to keep going. Because even if we reach long periods of sobriety, there can be times where we be tempted to fall. Like we've heard plenty of stories, guys, people have been sober like 10 years, and fall. And I don't want that to be anybody. Definitely don't want it to be me, and it won't be me. Never. So anyways, guys, we'll leave it at that. Tomorrow's Monday. Let's get after it. Let's change the perspective of Monday. Let's be grateful. It's the beginning of the week. We can start afresh. We can set the tone for the whole week. Just like the morning. We set the tone for the day in the morning. Monday is like the morning of the week. We set the tone for the week. So don't feel like you're obligated to go to work. Don't say I have to go to work. Say I get to go to work. There was a moment where you applied for that job. You wanted to get the job. You got that job. Now you're there. Now you don't want to go. Let's change this, guys. Instead of thank God it's Friday, thank God it's Monday. So I love you guys. Have a blessed week. God bless you as always. And hang loose. Peace.